Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Diego Carlos Team of the Season cards to review. As you guys know, okay, this guy right here is a freaking monster on his Europa League live card, okay? That card I still use to this day because he's so freaking good. So I can only imagine what this Team of the Season card is going to feel like, right? I don't even know what chemistry style to give him because he already has physical. Like, do you give him the shadow to make his pace essentially perfect with the dribbling that he already has? Like, I don't even know, but we're going to be checking out a few things here and there. So, guys, right off the bat, look at the beauty of this card, okay? He's 6'1", medium-high work rates, right-footed, but has the 4-star weak foot, okay? Has the 4-star weak foot. Very, very big thing with center backs in regards to passes, certain tackles that you make, so on and so forth. I know this card's going to be sick. There's no way he's going to be bad in game. There's just no way, right? Medium-high work rates is like the best center back work rate. The 4-star weak foot, you can play him in any position beautifully, right? In regards to his stats, guys, does he have any traits that I need to solid player? Okay. So in regards to his stats, guys, it's a very tricky situation in regards to what chemistry style I would personally give him because of the fact that his physical is already there. Do you give him a shadow and give him a +7 for acceleration with +10 for sprint speed? It's a very, interesting situation to say the least, right? So with Diego Carlos, guys, let's take a look at some of the things here. So people have actually decided to give him the shadow chemistry style. So it does make sense that people give him the shadow chemistry style because of the fact that his physical is already there, right? If you make his pace near enough perfect with his defensive stats already like that, and you're making his defensive stats essentially perfect, it does kind of make sense that you give him the shadow chemistry style because, I mean, what else would you really give the card? You can't really, if you give him an anchor, you're giving him a +4, +5 for jumping and aggression, like it doesn't really matter. But the shadow, having near enough perfect pace with the defensive stats that he already has, I feel like would be more of a noticeable presence, right? But regardless with the basic chemistry style, guys, we'll be able to test out this card and see what he's like defensively, how he positions himself in really, really important situations because, guys, another big thing with this card is the fact that his dribbling stats are amazing for a center back. Like, really, really good. 88 agility, 94 reactions, ball control, dribbling with 92 composure. That means that he's going to transition left and right really quickly, and there's going to be absolutely no transition period for this card when you select him and make him accelerate into the play. The acceleration and sprint speed stats he gets just from his base card stats, you're already going to be able to see how fast he's going to move into positions to defend certain opportunities really quickly. Right? Because again, he already has a physical. 75 stamina for a center back is already perfectly fine. You don't really need to adjust that too much, right? So a couple of ways that we're going to be testing out this card in the team because we're doing 3 different reviews right now in regards to the Team of the Season cards that I have in my exposure, right? So in regards to how we're going to be using Diego Carlos in game, we're going to be doing the review for other cards as well. So we're going to be using our 4-2-3-1 tactics with just balanced instructions. We don't want to do anything too crazy because we want to test and see what he's like under normal circumstances with another center back that's playing normally under him as well. But then we are going to obviously test him out with the crazy tactics that we normally use with Diego Carlos playing in the center back position because, as you guys know, the instructions that we usually set for the other center backs are going to be join the attack, and then we'll basically just take it from there. So, yeah, we'll see how he plays in game. Honestly, guys, like, I would be shocked. I would be absolutely shocked if he sucked in game. Let me see how much my boy actually picked up this card for, because right now he's going for a solid 1.0 million or 1.1. How much did he pick? He probably picked him up for a pretty good price because he's pretty smart with the market, 1.264. So he said he actually might keep this card. So if he's going to keep this card, it makes sense because I think he's going to sell Yuri after a while because of Regulon's card that came out. That's really sick, by the ways. But yeah, let's get into a game, see how Diego Carlos plays. Hopefully he's a beast. Just a nice little nudge right there. Nice little nudge with my boy Diego Carlos, just to nudge the person off right there, put him off balance, like a beast he is. Oh, look at that defensive animation from my boy. Let's go. Quickly. Which is pretty cool because he actually feels kind of balanced when he's doing it, right? Because the way he's playing off of Kovacic is super ideal. My boy Diego Carlos with a nice defensive play there again. Nah, you can't get the ball off Diego Carlos. He's too good defensively, my boy. Oh, Diego Carlos again, man. It's Diego Carlos. I have zero worries whatsoever. Great tackle again right there. It's Diego Carlos. Like, what do you want? You're going to improve something that was already a freaking beast? Imagine they did the same thing to Eder Militao without that road to the final card that exists. Oh my god. All right, so I want to overcommit a tackle here to see what he's like coming back into position. And he's so fast to get back into position. Did you guys see how fast he went back into the center back spot? Holy crap, dude. That was amazing, bro. He does the tackle. The moment he gets up, he's like, I'm out of position. And he just runs right back into the center back spot. So he's literally doing all the same things that his Europa League card was doing, which is incredible, right? So, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you guys, man. This guy's going to be amazing. All right, so Diego Carlos by himself. Marking is really good with the card. Marks continuously there. David Luiz is no longer in the team, right? So it's going to be interesting to see what they do defensively. Misses the tackle right there, but then Kovacic makes up for it really nicely. Again, missing the tackles from time to time is something that is going to happen in the EA's game because, I don't know, man. They used to have like possession-based tackling for most of the players, and then that just got removed. I don't know why. It was in the beta. It was really good in the beta. It actually needed to be better in the beta, and then it just completely went away when the full game came out because that's just the way they work. All right, Diego Carlos by himself here without the chemistry style. Can he catch up to this situation? So in that situation right there, you can obviously see he needs the shadow chemistry style. Having that acceleration and sprint speed, he doesn't even have it, and he runs really quickly. Now imagine if he did have it. You know what I'm saying? Again, so we're testing out his marking over here. Stays onside, marks the player really, really nicely. Now, obviously, it's a freaking Eusebio card, so he'll be able to exploit the space really nicely. But his marking so far, obviously, a hugely noticeable thing on the card. And guys, we're doing all these tests without the chemistry style on the card, so it's very, very obvious that he's solid defensively, man. Alright guys, so the last thing that we're going to have to test out with Diego Carlos is seeing what his off-the-ball movement is like in regards to him being with another center back. So is he in line with the center back really nicely, consistently? You know, we were trying him out in very forced situations, and to be honest, he did a great job in those forced situations, again, on the basic chemistry style. So we'll use like 20 minutes, 30 minutes of one half to see what he's like moving off of the other players. What we're also going to do here is just to have a good balance of being able to test them out under what I would normally use under normal circumstances. We're going to have these guys on stay back while attacking. So let's do that with balance instructions, and let's see how he moves with the other center back. Tell me how I was recording, and I still had it on my monitor set up. All right, so I was showing so many good examples with him, too, in regards to him being in the forward, the back formation. But it's okay. Well, it's only like 2 different moments you have to see, especially with right now, if he ends up getting the ball right here. Okay. So, basic instructions, no team press or anything. Look at how he's lined up with David Luiz. Medium, high, medium, high. I showed such really good examples in regards to the shooting angles that he was blocking. You could see that the way that he's moving off of David Luiz when I'm not controlling him is really, really nice because they're both medium-high work-rated players, right? So without the defensive increase of basically making him perfect defensively, really, really noticeable in this situation. So again, in line with each other, look at how they both mark the situation, with David Luiz giving him the space, obviously, because we're not controlling him. But the most important thing here is, do they stay in line with each other really nicely? And they do. When one needs to be aggressive over the other, then obviously they're going to be out of position. But that's when you obviously need to control them in those situations, right? So we're going to show off one more situation right here to see what he's like. So again, stays in line with David Luiz really nicely while blocking the other player. I kind of want to show another example because that was pretty solid as well. Okay, so he blocks the other guy in that situation, but goes back into the middle. Just L trigger shield, gets the ball instantly. So we weren't even doing anything against this guy, and we were able to get that ball defensively again. So again, we're not going to be able to do anything here. right? Just the two center backs playing in the middle position. Diego Carlos occupying the left center back position. They have a rotation policy between them, which is interesting right now. But yeah, man, it's a good center back to use. All right, guys. So final verdict on Diego Carlos's card. I mean, guys, I was using him on the basic chemistry style, and he was still defending like an absolute monster. The physical presence that this guy has in game with his agile presence is such a huge noticeable thing that, you know, when you give him a shadow chemistry style, guys, you're going to give him perfect pace, right? You're going to give him essentially perfect defending. He already essentially has perfect physical, right? His dribbling stats to make him transition left and right quickly, to dribble on the ball quickly, have a 4-star weak foot to be able to make certain passes, dribble to certain areas of the pitch and whatnot really, really quickly. It's just the most ideal situation for this card, right? He's a very, very good center back. Now, in relation to the Europa League card, right, the biggest difference that you're going to see between this card and the team of the season version of it is that if you give him a shadow chemistry style, you're missing the dribbling part and the physical part of the card. So those two, to be able to transition left and right quickly and then use his defensive presence as well as his physical presence on the card, you're going to notice a significant difference between that and the team of the season version of the card, right? Now, you definitely could potentially give him the anchor chemistry style and it would still be pretty nice. Would you really notice the difference between the aggression +4 and the jumping +5? Not really. There's a reason why people decide to give him the shadow chemistry style the most, because people want perfect pace in this card because the physical is already there. It makes no sense for you to improve the card on top of that, right? So again, passing stats are there. The 4-star weak foot's there. The medium-high work rates are beautiful, especially at the 4 at the back formations where he's playing next to somebody else. It's the most ideal situation. We wanted to see what he was like moving off of another center back, defending certain situations. What was his animation choices? His animation choices for a lot of the shots taken at him are really, really nice. So, yeah, man, it's a great card, guys. There's not really much to go by, but just that, you know, he's an amazing card. Again, I liked his Europa League card, so it wasn't going to be a surprise that his team of the season was going to be better. So hopefully you guys enjoy this review today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.